Hey there and welcome to the Max Not Binary. I'm Max. We're back in Oxygen Not Included, doing an all achievements run, just to see if I can be bothered to get to late game. We'll see how that goes. Welcome in Rect, welcome in Nematrek Punk. It's good to see you all and to everyone in chat. How am I today? I am having a Monday, largely, I would say. That would be my comment on that, but I hope you're all having a lovely day. Too many points for you, Punk? This can indeed be a problem. Now then. Oh, this is about to go off. When it goes off, we can refloor underneath it. What are we aiming for? So we've got a smooth hatchling egg there to head towards smooth hatchlings and the achievement. Let's have another look at our little achievements. Let's see what we should be aiming towards. Sorry to hear about your Monday. I'm sure it will recover. It is just Monday-like. Right. Well, turn of the century will soon be upon us, so we don't need to worry about that. That will happen. I suppose we could do space race. We still haven't found the teleporter. We could definitely do with the teleporter, because until we find it, we can't do whatever it was. First teleport of call, which we would like to do. So I think ones we're going to head towards are super sustainable, since obviously that is holding us back from doing other things. Whatever the critter one's called. What's it called? Down the hatch. And maybe a rocket, or maybe the teleporter. I think I'd rather head towards the teleporter in the great scheme of things. But we can see how that will go. I did a tiny bit of base building while you were away, but it literally consisted of putting in some of these floors, and that was about it, really. So you didn't really miss anything. And it took all of like a couple of cycles. We're just waiting for this to go off so I can finish flooring underneath it. Teleporter achievement means another dupe. It will. It will. We'll have to defrost the one that is there. For our sins. What was I thinking about? Oh, I know what I was doing. I had to wall a bunch of people out of here because their stress got massively out of hand. I was sort of vaguely considering changing these into exosuit docks rather than these in the short term. And then we can sort of head into all the murderous biomes from this direction. I wonder if that might not be a nice and straightforward way to do it. I mean, we can only have 4. But we've only got 12 dupes, so I mean, it's not the end of the world. Right, there's the pod. Let's see if we want any of these. A doctoring ranching digger seems unlikely. A farmer and a rancher. The rancher's quite good. Stinky is quite a good rancher. I don't know if I need a rancher. Let's have a look at our dupes skills. It's a good place to see. Got Abe here, who is an engineer. Right, engineer, engineer, engineer. 3 engineers, 3 ranchers here, plus a farmer. Got 4 ranchers. Yes, it looks like we've got 4 ranchers, so we definitely don't need another rancher. 1, 2, 3 diggers. Yeah, so we definitely don't need another rancher right now. So I think given that, we'll leave that alone. Speaking of ranchers, Powerpuff Girl, you have a hat. Steve, you can have some construction. Leofar, you can have some extra carry. Jean, let's move you towards suits. Catalina. Oh, let's move you into plumbing as well. A hat for Bubbles. Absolutely a hat for Bubbles. Well, a better hat for Bubbles. Not the stand-in farming hat. Right, yeah, let's print out some coal. And then we'll get the dupes to refloor under this. The reason to do it this way, in case anyone doesn't know, is that when you refloor underneath your printing pod, it resets your printing pod. So you kind of want to do it just after the pod's gone off. Because otherwise it resets it. Duplicants Athletics raised to 20. Let's try and work out who that is. Well, maybe skills is the best place to do it? Yes, probably. Athletics. Leofar again. How is your athletics 20, Leofar? I suppose you've got +6 for suits, haven't you? That's pretty good. Leofar is getting all the records. Let's check where all of that comes from. Leofar, let's have a look at your skills here. Skill level 11. Sparkle flattered again. It is kind of crazy that it resets the pod, Punk. It's such a weird thing, but yes, it resets. It only resets the timer on the next print, but it does reset the timer on the next print. Because reasons. Who knows what those reasons might be? Who could possibly say? Right. What I would like to do is, I think I'd like to put like an Exoforge here. In the short term. We'll move it later. But, because this has the handy heavy watt wire, it's a much better place to put it in the short term. We have a look at the research. We haven't quite finished doing the non-material studies. So we'll do that. We're going to get them to make some exosuits. Ooh, we don't have any Thimbleweed, do we? Can't make suits. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Can I do that again, please, game? Without that happening? Yes, in here, thanks. Reed fiber, 1 unit. Well, that's not enough, is it? Got another colony achievement. This is going to be turn of the century. We've reached 100 cycles with at least 1 living duplicant. I think I should have got another one for that. Because I think I should have got... no, there's one down here that's supposed to be have no one die for like 100 cycles in a row, which one would assume I've done. Avoid any duplicant deaths for 100 consecutive cycle. What do you mean last duplicant death cycle 22? That isn't true. No duplicants died on cycle 22. This is a lie. Alright, that one might be bugged then. We might not be able to get that. It would be disappointing, but it's possible. Maybe it resets when you save and load? I don't know. Maybe. Max. What are we doing with you, Max? I suppose we'll give you rocket pilotry since you like it. Outrageous. Imagine telling me that one of my duplicants died. It's not true, game. It's not true. Did not happen. Right. We have some Drecos. Let's shut them in somewhere with a shearing machine. Yeah, that's fine. We'll shut them in this side with the shearing machine. Deaths. Yeah. No, we definitely haven't had any deaths this time. We're only gonna put... They'll shear them even... Yeah, I know they'll shear them even if it's not a ranch. Let's put the shearing station in. To provide some power to said shearing station. Amari. Get out of there. This, Drecos. Let us wrangle some up. You lot. Many Drecos. They will need a bit of a wrangle. and put them up there. And then we'll get them sheared. It'll get us a little bit more opportunity to do suits. How are the fish doing? They seem to be doing fine down here. We could do with not feeding them algae, I imagine. Let's have a quick look. We could kind of do with it, but it's not the end of the world. Did I want to build that out of gold? Do I have gold to do it with? Yes, apparently I do. Well, that's fine then. So yes, I don't understand what the game thinks is happening, but we did not have a duplicate death. That is an evil lie. Oh, I know what we might need to do. We might need to let the stressed dupes back in here. See, look, now other people's stress is going up because they're allowed in here, which is why I think I might put suits up here. At least for a little bit. Right. Well, that was nice and quick. How much reed fibre do we have now? Game. What, a whole 9 units. We could plant some thimble reed, if we could just get rid of the end of that. Which we can do pretty shortly. It's coming along. And then we can feed this lot into them. But yeah, I think we'll put some thimble reed along here in the short term. Everything's a little bit short term right now. But it'll do. It'll do. Hopefully soon we'll have actual oxygen up and running, and then we can move more firmly towards suits and exploration, sealing the base up, that sort of thing. The most permanent patch is a temporary band-aid. I mean, there is some truth in that, to be sure. I've got a lot better at being prepared to rip stuff up and start again, though, in Arnie. I used to really, really struggle with it. Yeah, it used to be really difficult for me to tear down my base and build a new one. But I certainly have got a lot better at just being like, no, it's fine. We'll just rip all of this out and build new stuff. Yeah, suits would also allow us to go up there. We could, for instance, find a way to break through up. Yeah, okay. We'll sort it out. Got some Buddy Bud up here. Why are you not doing your thing, Buddy Bud? Are you not supposed to, like, deal with this? By putting out your flower germs? The Buddy Bud is apparently idle. Weird. Alright, so this is done. So I would like to build 4 copper suits, which I can just about do. We can't actually repair them very easily, but we can build them. Do we have the copper for that? 600? No, that's only 2, isn't it? There we go. It puts out tiny amounts compared to slime lung, and it needs a foothold to start. Fair enough, fair enough. Ooh. Look at this that we've never chopped down. Do you want to chop this stuff down? When you've got a minute. None of this needs to be here. There you go. Speaking of other things that don't need to be there. Ooh. Are we? We are. Excellent. So we've got our 1 wild thimbleweed over here. I don't think the pips have planted any. We should probably gather the pips up and put them somewhere out the way as well, so that we don't lose them around the place. Abe, congratulations, you are a fully fledged mechatronics engineer. And Annabelle, you are finished in the short term. When will Salty over there erupt? Spoonwood, I think we've got quite a while, is the answer. Yeah, we've got 40 cycles. So, we've got quite a long time to worry about that. Oh, we've got another Thimbleweed here. I assume that is pip behaviour. These definitely look like pip behaviour Thimbleweeds. But I'll definitely take it. If the pips want to plant something useful like Thimbleweed, I'm definitely on board with it. Makes a nice change. Dee. Lovely. Still can't reach that bit. There you go. Hello, Dotterly. Welcome in. I hope you are well. Oh, I really wish that worked. That's like a tag all, Dotterly, because that would be quite cool. It would probably be very annoying for everyone, but I find it entertaining. We have got this one here, which is apparently a back. I think probably I'd like to go in there through space, but that does require me to really be able to take suits to space. And at everyone on Twitch. Maybe only at everyone in chat. Perhaps everyone on Twitch might be excessive. Funny, but excessive. How are we getting on here? You are full, and you are starting to fill up. Excellent. That's alright then. What have you planted, Pip? I wonder if it will grow. Probably doesn't even have enough atmosphere down there to grow, to be honest, Pip. A nice try. What's your input water for your spawn gonna be? It's gonna be the saltwater Spoonwood. That's why it's there. It's gonna be this. Cooling. I'm going to cool the base. That is going to be my solution. We're going to build some industry probably in here and cool the base with it. So we're going to do aquatuners, stuff like that, which is one of the reasons why I'd like to find the teleporter, because I'd like to go over and I could just go down here. That's another reason to get suits, so we can go down and find oil. Oil would be good. But yeah. Suits required at this point. How are we getting on? Did you make any? No, not yet. Are you ever going to make any? Unclear. Might be too busy doing this. Can we turn this up a little bit? Yes, we are on a large tower cluster. I can just go down to find it, which we will sort out in due course. But again, we'll need suits for that, really, unless we want to do Neo's trick and just dig it all up without suits. I don't think I fancy that one. Not Neo. Nematrek. I think it was Nematrek. I can't remember now. Let's have a look. Was it you, Nematrek? It was you. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Hello, Neo. Welcome in. Yes. Yes, Spoonwood. It's definitely Neo. It is always Neo. That is certainly true. doing this? You do have that on, right? Let's put that up a little bit. I don't think we don't appear to be replacing the masks as quickly as we should be, frankly. And it is holding us back. So there's probably a suggestion that they don't really need the masks currently in here. I suppose there is still slime lung in here, which they might get. Oh, there's an awful lot of slime lung on this ceramic. That's not really a big deal. It definitely doesn't seem like the masks are in fact a big deal here. Ah. I think on the bigger clusters, the second planet certainly tends to have water. Yeah, I'm not sure we need the liquid lock anymore, indeed. But I just don't really care enough about moving it to do that. We can have a bunch of other things that we need to move. Right, you guys can get murdered for barbecue. Frankly. Congratulations, your name is Barbecue. I'd like to cancel that and get someone to put the smooth hatchling in there. How far away are you from 83? It'll be fine. Can put it back in a bit. Hello, Annabelle. Welcome in. I hope that you're having a good day. What can we have here? We've got an operating digger. I'm not sure I can say no to an operating digger, to be honest. We've got 3 operators and 3 diggers. I'm so taking an operating digger. New Max, welcome in. Choose a blueprint. I think I already have a Max. But now I have another Max. That is less helpful. Hello, other Max. Yes, I do. Right, you're getting a tinkering hat because you're going to be a tinkerer. Colony's doing alright. Usual mid-game problems of needing to get oil and plastic. But we can work on that. Where could we put Dracos? That's a point of interest. Because we will want to do Dracos probably in a productive without it being a struggle. That is amazing. I'm glad to hear that you've had such a good day. Dracos, there you are. Could put you on top. This might be a lovely place for Dracos. What do you think, chat? Looks like it could be a good place for Dracos. We have to get into it on there, but I think that would be fine. Ooh, maybe we don't want it there because we're gonna wind up having a access. They'll love it there. Put them in the old desert biome. This one, I want to put my industry in this old desert biome. This is going to be industry over here. So the thing I want to think about is that we'll need an exit like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus then at least a couple for a ladder and a thing, probably 3. So like 7 away from here. 2, 3, 6, 7. Would be like here. Oh, that's no good. Otherwise you're going to be in the way. We could put them like... We could possibly put them here and still fit industry in beyond them without too much trouble, to be honest. If we wanted. I feel that putting them there wouldn't be a super problem. Yeah, no, we can't put them up there. Maybe here? Cancel power wires. Liquid pipes. Gas pipes. Anything like that. I don't want any of it in there. Also, I'd like to cancel essentially all of this side for now. Let us consider this. Excellent, that's all going to be unreachable. But yes, that could work. We could come in here. And use this. Industrial sauna or probably more regular? Probably more regular. I've never been a big fan of the saunas. When I built one, I didn't like it, is how I feel about it. We've got 3 suits. What are you missing? You're missing copper. We had the copper. Oh, they haven't finished making it. How come you miss more copper than we're making? Is there some copper here? No. Maybe they used some copper for something else. Who knows? They might have. Are they building things out of copper here? Potentially, yes. Why? Why would I do that, Spoonwood? Definitely not putting industry on the second planet. It defeats the point of playing a big map if I have to not have my industry near me. There's a lot of room here. Between there and also we can expand up. So I think they should be alright. Now, other thoughts I was having is we need to how about industrial freezer? Oh, well, I mean the machines will be fine. How about an industrial freezer? I mean, I watched FJ build one once, and even he hated it, frankly. Which doesn't make me feel that it would be an amazing thing to bother with. I mean, maybe, but yeah. What I saw did not fill me with confidence that it was a worthwhile thing to be doing. What's this? Grub fruits. Now, if they build that, they're going to start breaking in there. No, they can't get up there anyway. They can build those 2 ladders. Because they won't be able to climb up there anyway, to build the rest of it. How are we getting on? Work errand? Excellent. Right. Oh, that's the way I can do it. If I make it so that everybody can only go out for a minute, then I can mark some of these as deconstruct while they've got the things in them. The things, I mean the masks, that's the things. Why are people idle? Why are you idle? Is it because all the work's in here and you can't get in there? That could well be the case. Is this still a nature reserve it is. I've also got some random ones down here. Wherever I built the 4th one, I appear to have demolished it by now. Which, alright. Alright. That being the case, let us consider the base. Did I build you? You've still got some of those. So for one thing, I would like you to do a nice sweep. Let's sweep out. Yeah, we can definitely sweep out all of this. We have to be careful on the kitchen. Oh, my freezer's full. What is my fridge full of? Pickled meal that nobody cares about. We should think about how we're going to build a freezer as well, to be fair. Sweep. All of this, all of that can get swept. Lovely. Hello, Imundels. I know that a self-sustaining octopus. There are many ways to do oxygen, but essentially you're looking at these electrolyzers, which you feed water and they kick out oxygen. They also kick out hydrogen, which is how you can make them self-powered by running that hydrogen into a hydrogen generator. If you have a look for SPOM on a forum or just on Google, you will find designs for these. If you didn't want to use that, there is a way you can use just polluted water. And that is essentially... hang on, have we still got those designs in the Discord? How far back are they in the Discord? A bit. A bit is the answer to how far back they are in the Discord. So, give me 1 second. And I will do a very quick demonstration. So essentially, if you've got a whole bunch of polluted oxygen, you do a thing where you'd put a bunch of put a bunch of airflow tiles on top of them. On top of those, you would put mesh tiles. Fill the mesh tiles with like clean water or something else, and then on top of those, you put a whole bunch of deodorizers. And what happens then is this polluted water, as you can see over here, off gases polluted oxygen. The deodorizers can reach through this liquid layer to pull out that polluted oxygen. Don't build this, Lindsay. I see you there. And turn it into clean oxygen. And that is a simple way you can do it. It works best if you use bottled water. So, I mean, you can do that in a bunch of ways. You can use your polluted water out of your duplicants to do it. You could just pump all your polluted water into bottles. That is a good word of warning. The deodorizers don't have an overpressure limit, so you will wind up with some popped eardrums if you do it in somewhere that the duplicants can access without an Atmos suit on. Like that. Those are 2 ideas. There are a couple of other ones. There's the rusty oxidizers, but I am not an expert in those, so I'll leave someone else to talk about them. Or there is also the algae terrariums, but like I think largely everyone hates those. You can have a look at the Discord. There is a Oni channel, which is quite frequently trafficked, and if you have questions, it's a good place to ask and see if you can get a good answer in terms of different designs and things you might be interested in. Right. Let's start this. Oh, I didn't want to pause that. Right, we'll let you all back in here. Let's just turn these off. It's the easier way to do that. I want you to deconstruct these, and then we're going to slowly set suits up in here instead. Let's have a look at the research, because I want to use this water. If we're not using the water... oh no, I've done that one. Hang on. If we're not using the water, then we can't move this last bit of water. Algae terrariums make bottles of polluted water, which can be good when combined with deodorizers. Oh, that's cool, Nematrek. I've never really used them, but I'm glad to hear there's some sort of point to them. There we go. I wonder if we should stop feeding the Sweetles. How many people am I feeding with these hatches? Let's have a look. For information like how many people am I feeding with these hatches, I very much recommend, hang on, this website, which has a whole bunch of calculators, including a food calculator and a ranch calculator, to help you understand how many you're feeding. I think I've got one bottomless stomach dupe, if I recall. Have we got 13 currently? Yes, we do. One of whom is Catalina, who has a bottomless stomach. Right, I'm feeding them barbecue. Where are you? Barbecue. There you are, lovely. That barbecue comes from hatches. 3.38. Let's have a look at the ranch calculator. I don't think I'm actually making that much. 3.38. That would require 22 critters. I haven't got 22 critters, which probably means I'm not currently in a position to be rid of the Sweetles, so we'll keep them for now. Excellent. Right, this is done. Who's starving? Oh, Max. I know why Max is starving. Max, we never give you a schedule, did we? You're going to be a tinkerer. Come here on Leofar's schedule. I'll be fine. You also could do with some priorities, Max. Operating, building, digging. There you go. Right, other things we need are, what refined metals do I have? To make these suit docks out of. I probably want to make them out of the copper, really. Five. We'll be fine. Suit docks. Come on, Brain. You can do it. Well done. Well done, Brain. Amazing. Who would have thought? Right. Get over there. And we'll set these up and then we can delete the rest and put the proper things in them. And if necessary, we can come in and fetch some more Drecos. I'm not sure how we're going to do that, but we can do it somehow. Right. And we've got the hermit down here. We'll have to go and knock on his door at some point. We've also got a bunch of different vents and geysers to analyse when we can get there. Excellent. Good work, you lot. Oh, you like that because you can go there without going past the dock. I see you. You think you're clever, don't you? I mean, I'm prepared to accept that. That's fine. No checkpoint needed for the suits. We're going to get rid of these. essentially I'm just sort of building in stages. All of this is going to go, and this is going to be a suit checkpoint instead. So the checkpoint is needed. We're just doing it in little bits. Digger? Do I want a digger? You're quite a good digger. Do I want this digger? Yes. Come here, Rowan. You can be a digger. We may even be able to feed you one day. Possibly not today, but you know. Otto, you can go in suits. Excellent. Right then. Priorities. Digging. And indeed building. There you go. Rowan, you can come here. This will be a fine schedule for you. Have I given you the hat, Rowan? Yes, apparently I've already given you your hat. Excellent. Off you go then. Oh, we might once again need to turn these up a little bit. Otherwise they're just going to keep building that thing over there. Which, although I'm not super against, nonetheless it would be handy if they did something else. Why are you all idle? You've run out of bins, haven't you? Yeah, I see you. Run out of bins. What do I want you to do? I mean, we'll make you a couple more bins for a start, but ideally I'd like you to do something more useful. But I am not entirely sure currently what that more useful thing I'd like you to do is. So we'll have to consider that. Well, there's some digging down here that we could sensibly do. Hello. Look at this perfectly reasonable digging. Alright, we'll have to dig through a little bit of bleachstone, which isn't ideal. Is there a route that doesn't go through bleachstone? Here? Oh, yes, this route doesn't seem to go through a lot of bleachstone. Let's try that route instead. Not that one. Try and dig up as little, what is the thing that I'm thinking of that they're digging up? Chlorine. That's the thing. I would like you to be set to fix these. Obviously it's not the best place for you to be, but it'll do for now. Food's still going fine. Oh look, this is largely empty. Let's do a thing. Right, let's deconstruct this. And what we'll actually do is we'll get them to build like a ladder down here. And we'll spill this and mop it up. What's it? The most important crisp. It's not really a crisp, it's more of a corn snack. At least I think it's corn. I can't remember if I ever found out whether they were corn. Oh, really? That didn't actually... surprising. Have you guys... No, you're not trapped there. There you go. Mop. Thank you. Mystery snack. You can also dig these bits up, to be honest. Mop. Dig. Sure. I think there should be a little... What's this British brand of cheese flavour? Corn puffs, they are indeed. A corn snack. I thought they probably were. Thank you very much for the follow. Immune Dells. Welcome in. Right, what have we got going on here? We've got some completely pointless power wire. Lovely. We've also got some pretty pointless pipe. I see that we didn't quite get all of the stuff over there, but that's fine. So, now we can walk past these again. We can deconstruct this. We can build these. We can deconstruct this pointless ladder. And we can build some food. Not that it is food. It is hydroponic tiles. That'll be fine. Lovely. You lot get on with that. How is this going? Slowly. But, oh, we found a thing. We have found a thing. I would possibly put money on it being the teleporter. We'll see. How is this going? Right. Deliver suit at a 9. These haven't got any oxygen. I mean, that's fine. Let us then deconstruct them. Cheers. There's going to be a little bit of running past these without their suits on for a minute. Ah, Max. Max, can you just move over here? No, you can't move over here? Alright, well just take your mask off then, mate. There we go. If you can be like that about it. Oh no! I don't have anyone who can demolish. Well, that's a unexpected problem. Look at this. Ah, nuts. Nuts, I say to you. Thwarted again. You could melt it. I'm not melting it. I'm just going to move these. That's what I'm going to do. Deconstruct this. 2, 3, 4. Do we mark those to deconstruct? Deconstruct. We don't want those. What are you running as your main food source? Hatches. Hatches are currently my main food source. Because we're doing all achievements, we had to do carnivore. Obviously, and you need to get there before cycle 100. So we have plenty of reason to spin up the hatches. Also, they're very good. And we're playing a big map, so you've got plenty of stone to feed them. On the smaller maps, they're a bit less viable than they used to be these days if you're playing the small spaced out maps. Because of the stuff. Yes, just because they're you don't have the same amount of resources. That's the thing I'm thinking of. But on the big maps, hatches are great. It's so funny when you're talking to Max because it sounds as if I'm bossing myself around. I mean, that wouldn't be unusual, to be honest, right? Right, you lot deliver the suits here. You have made them, and then we would also like you to build a checkpoint. What do you mean I haven't got any copper to build it with? What have you used the copper for? God damn you. There you go. Sometimes thought about sweeping out all the hatch excrement via auto sweepers, but never done it. It would mean faster progress on super sustainable. That is true. I have done it plenty of times, to be honest. I would say it's not necessarily super worthwhile in a general context, but nonetheless, I certainly have done it. As discussed, I'm a great and abiding lover of sweepers. So, I have definitely swept. And also, before the solid filters were so far away in the tech tree, I used to use them all the time to create complicated shipping routes where, like, your eggs and your would come here and your meat would go somewhere else and your coal would go into your industrial areas or something like that. So certainly those are all things that used to happen. Oh, this is going to be... Yes. That's not really ideal, is it? I tell you what. Oh, we've done a colony achievement. What is it? Destroyer of Worlds? Somebody's excavation is 20. I assume that is because somebody has put on a suit. Oh, you don't have any oxygen. Why has somebody put on a suit? Why would you put on a suit if you don't have any oxygen in it? Jean? Jean? Why would you do such a thing? Weirdo. Where do you want to go on holiday next? Oh, give me a minute, Arisia, and I will do the max talks. It's more power efficient to use sweepers and loaders for solid filtering. Yes, but less fun, Nematrak. Less fun. I do love a spaghetti of conveying. Oh, you're fine, Turner. Look at you. You're all finished. Are you not an excellent duplicant? Is there anything going on here that I'm going to need to pay particular attention to? Probably not. No, it's the other half of this. So it's the other half of the supply teleporter. It's not the dupe teleporter. Well, there we go. Alright. Let's turn that down and get my phone to do a timer, and we will do the max talks. Thank you so much for the follow, Raffy Boy 2. Welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely day. Timer. Shut up. Oh, there we go. Alright. 5 minutes starts now. Where do I want to go on holiday next, Arisia? We actually have a fair few holiday plans. Next big holiday is due to be Mexico. So, a few years ago, I turned 40. However, that happened to be 2020. And my birthday happens to be at the end of February in 2020. So, yeah, we were supposed to go to Florence for my actual birthday and then go to Mexico later in the year. And for obvious reasons, none of those things happened. And instead, we stayed inside for like 6 months. So, there is still the plan that we will go to Mexico. Cancun, no. I want to go and see the manta rays and the other rays. And to do that, the best place to go is Baja California. So, essentially all the way over the other side. Partner used to live in Mexico long ago. So, it is likely that Mexico would not be a one-time trip, but the first bit that I'd like to do is Baja California. And that's probably the next big trip we'll do. Before that, we are going to do like small things, like partner is Italian, I believe I have mentioned. So there will be visiting partner's family. They were also talking the other day that they want to go to the Azores. Which neither of us have ever been to, so that might be interesting in its own right. So we might do that later this year. When Mexico will be, I don't know. We might be looking at next year, maybe. It wouldn't have to be such a long trip, because, I mean, although Baja is not overly near here, it's considerably closer than Australia is. So, you know. There's some advantages in that. Cabot Strokes 2. I've not been. Yeah, I've never been at all, but as they say, partner used to live there. I used to live in... Oh, no, I can't remember. Somewhere. I think it was... St. Christopher or something like that, I forget. It was Saint something or other. I'm thinking St. Julian, but I don't think that was what it was. So yes, also speak Spanish, so, you know, Mexico is nice and easy. Also apparently speak Spanish with what the Spaniards always complain is a Mexican accent, and what the Mexicans always complain is a Spanish accent. So that should be entertaining in and of its own right. So yes, these are our next holiday plans, but I've wanted to see the Rays since I was very small. I don't know why, but of all the sea things, you know, sharks and dolphins and all of that jazz, they were always the thing that seemed the most sort of possibly outrageously impractical or something. I just really like them, and I'd like to go and see them. Unfortunately, actually going to see, I'd like to go and swim with the manta rays, but to do that, you pretty much have to go and sleep on a boat and go right out into the Pacific. The problem with that being that I get incredibly motion sick, and I can't imagine a worse torture than sleeping on a boat, so that might not be a goer. We might have to stay a bit closer to shore. But such is the way of things. So yes, Canada and France complaining about each other's French, absolutely. Though I don't think a Canadian has ever complained that partner speaks French with a Canadian accent. Their French accent is definitely French. I suppose other French people might complain that it's a bit Parisian. But I think mostly the accents are similar to their English accent, where everyone is like, "You have an accent, we don't understand where it's from." To which their answer is like, "Yes, because I lived all over the world. My accent has gone weird." Which is sort of similar to my accent in a much more localised sense, where people struggle to tell where in the UK I am from, because I have lived in many different bits of it, and my accent has gone all over the place. So yes, there you go, Arizia. That is my future holiday plans. We'll see when they are, but I am looking forward to them nonetheless. Pip. Get out of the Pacu Ranch. That is not ideal, right? May need to create some what's it for the pips? Does this count as a ranch? Are these getting tamed? They shouldn't get tamed, surely. No, they should be fine. Every once in a while people will talk about my accent despite me living in one place my entire life and them being from the same place. That one's a bit weird. Oh, you are welcome, Imidels. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I hope to see you again soon. Alright, how are we getting on here? Where is this lead? I know we have it. It's on people's lists of things to do at some stage. Speaking of which, we need to build some bins over here. Yeah, this is slightly struggling to supply it. Also, we're running out of power all the time. I would have thought we'd have more power now we'd got rid of that pump. What are we spending all our power on? I don't know. Something. You need a grooming station to tame, but it does count as a ranch with the shearing station. Oh, that's fine. As long as we're not taming them so they're gonna starve to death, then I do not mind. Right, where is that Pip? Oh, it's got out of here. That's fine then. As long as you're not in here, Pip, I can live with it. Yes, so there you go. We found the other half of the supply teleporter. We can do a little dig round to here and come down to it. I suppose we'll even set it to activate. Why not? Shovel legs. Oh, look now. Oh, no, there's a building digger who's a gourmet and building impaired, which I don't love. I guess we're going to take some shovel legs, to be honest. And put them in here. This is set up. Yep. Sweep. Oh, they can't get up there. We have to deconstruct this so they can't do it. I assume they'll get on that in a minute. I'm tempted to set up some more wheels for this up here. Why don't we do that? Wheel? Oh, whatever. Nuts. Do I need a transformer? I suppose I might need a transformer. Get off. Get off. Let's put a battery up here as well. And we will rewire some of this stuff to come out of there. 2, 4... Sure. Where's the thing? Snip. Lovely. There you go. Set that up. We have to keep an eye out for smooth hatchling eggs. I think I've turned this off. Yeah, no. So it should be okay. But obviously we don't want to overcrowd this one. I don't normally get popped eardrums. You're in a suit. You can't get popped eardrums. That's the whole point. Oh, I suppose you're getting them here, aren't you? Yeah, well, there's not a lot I can do about that right now. Frankly, you're just going to have to cope with your popped eardrums. It's better than nothing. Can we build this? Oh, apparently I've accidentally built it out of gold amalgam. That's why it's not happening very quickly. Fair. Well, you know what? I'm pretty relaxed to you building this little bit. There's only oxygen back here, so I don't really have any worries about you building that. That would be fine. I don't... Really? Oh. You're already trying to build one, I just don't have the graphic for some reason. I see. Excellent. Good, good. There you go. Now, possibly, we won't redline our grid quite so regularly. Also, you never know, we might produce a little bit of extra power. Which should be good. This is still coming along. Now we have suits. We should be looking to expand beyond here as well. I suppose I do want them to get that done, but nonetheless, I also need to see other things. What if we were to... come through the back of this and make a little ladder? Maybe we don't want to do that. Here? Guess here. Alright, let's see what we can see back here. Oh, people can't get through the sodding door, can they? Can I just... Right, if we do that, and we cancel these two, we should be able to submit a bioscan there at some point. Leofar has a skill point. I haven't got anything to do with it, Leofar. You'll have to just keep your skill point, frankly. Not that that's exactly the end of the world. Sweep. Good. So this is slowly coming along. My dupes have decided that my steel refineries are no longer worthy of refined carbon. Are they doing something else with your refined carbon? Or are they just not bothering to put it in your steel refineries? Speaking of steel, how much steel do we have? 900 kilos, that's not going to be enough, is it? Let's make some more. Thank you. They just aren't putting it in. It can be a pain when your dupes suddenly decide that for no reason and you're like, what? You were doing it a minute ago. What is the problem? It doesn't even show a pending delivery errand, and yes, there's refined carbon galore right next to them. They can definitely get to the refineries. Is probably the next question. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18. Yep. They're delivering the lime just fine and working the refineries no trouble. Alright, well that suggests that yes, they can definitely get there then. One would have to say. What else could it be? Are you sure it is the refined carbon that is holding up your steel production? It's the dream machine. So we're finding all the bits that aren't the teleporter. So we've got the hermit, we've got the critter machine, we've got the dream machine, we've got both supply teleporters, but no deep teleporter. Contents are iron 140 kilograms, oil 800 kilograms, and lime 20 kilograms. What other stupid reasons might they have for not doing it? So there's definitely refined carbon there. And there's no errands at all. Oh, that's a weird one. I mean, although it's occasionally that something is actually broken, most regularly there is a reason. Just some weird obscure one that you would never have thought of. Oh, it's the new no manual use mod. That's like when I'm constantly like, why aren't you putting things in my sweeper like I told you to? And then I realize that I haven't got it set up for manual use. That happens to me all the time. Unfortunately. Right. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put an automatic dispenser here. Colony achievement. What do we got? Ghost of Gravitas. Would it be inspect? Opening the door, maybe? Might be opening the door. Need to get the stethoscope out at some point. But the other thing it could be is turning this on, I suppose. Nah, we'd already been and turned that one on, hadn't we? Appear to have not done suitable inspecting. I always forget to inspect stuff. We inspected those. What else have I got to inspect? Anything else I've been ignoring? Doesn't look like. Yeah, it looks like opening the door. Because we'd already turned this one on. So if it was that, we should have already done it. Frankly. Just out of interest's sake, let's dig into the back of that. And then I guess we'll go down to the dream machine, because why not? As long as they can make it. I assume at some point it'll be too far and by the time they get there, they'll need to come back again, but we can keep trying for now. Insufficient iron. Well, whatever. I'm not massively invested in you doing that right now, to be honest. Alright, they've opened the door, which means we can dig these two out and come down and look at this stuff. Is anybody bringing these? How about these? Why is this so far down everybody's list of errands? But they're literally bringing this now. Or I suppose this is in here? Oh well, we'll work it out. It'll be fine. Oh, Rowan and Max don't have a table. Outrageous. Very sorry, Rowan and Max. Here. Have some extra tables. Also, why are you eating at the same time? You're not on the same schedule. I suppose you're quite close to each other on the schedules. How do you go about your ores and metals? Like, what do you decide to keep as an ore and to use for ore-only buildings? What I would like to do, considering this is a big map, is explore more in the hope that we'll get some metal. Because then, obviously, you use that to consider. Other things I would use to think about are how useful is the ore? So often on a smaller map, the small Terra start, I will use copper to make copper and only use gold if I absolutely need gold, and keep the gold as a gold amalgam, because gold amalgam is actually useful, whereas copper isn't particularly useful. So I tend to think about it like that, if I can. Obviously sometimes you really want to use gold for the conductivity, but unless I particularly want to use it, I try not to. For that reason. I saw that you accidentally deleted all of your ores and turned them all into metal. It's definitely been something that I've struggled with a little bit on the small maps, is the much lower density of metal ore. It's why one of the things I regularly look for in terms of stuff and things. What is the stuff and things? In terms of traits, like the world traits, is metal rich. Indeed, stuff and things. Yeah, but that's one of the reasons why I look for metal rich, because I have struggled previously on managing to run out of stuff. Yay! Lovely. We've met this. Have I clicked on this? There we go. We'll click on this. We'll go and knock on it at some point. We'll click on this too. Amazing. There's nothing to inspect here, isn't there? No. Gold and copper are equal for thermal conductivity. The only reason you use gold specifically is if you're using a thermal couple where the lower heat capacity makes a difference. Fair enough. Well, that's just another reason to make copper and not gold then. Ooh. Oh, you're a mouth breather. Could have done with a cooking decorator, to be honest. But I'm not taking a mouth breather. I mean, it would be fine. It's not exactly the end of the world. I just don't want one. There's like no reason for me to take one, so I'm not gonna. If you see what I mean. We've got salt water here. Freeze point, vaporization point. Be fine. Let's make a liquid lock. Oh, wrong button. If you have cobalt or aluminum, those become the go-to for thermal conductivity. Yes, absolutely. But that would change up the whole thing about how you consider which one of what you might want, I would say. Lovely. We're going to keep exploring, see what we can find. Not sure they can actually get much further down here before they have to run back again every time, so we'll see how that works out. They do indeed have long commutes. Do we in fact need to change their schedules? I mean, maybe, to be honest. It might be for downtime time. We are sending them a bit all over the map. There we go. I mean, I pretty much never use iron ore. I pretty much always turn it all into refined metal, but then I also only use the refined metal. I don't really build out of it. I only use it for making steel. Iron essentially only exists to make steel with. No other purpose matters. As far as I'm concerned. Steel. Max. Come here, new Max. You can have this. There we go. Please put salt water in there. How is this doing for thimble reed? Yeah, no, sorry. Not thimble reed. Reed fiber, 8 units. So, this is already helping. Powerpuff Girl has a skill point. Bubbles, you are now a fully fledged critter rancher. Congratulations. There we go. The smooth hatch is giving us some copper. Wow. Wow, Rowan. You're so speedy. Look at you. Look at you. Racing. Zoomy. Right. Oh! Oh, we did this. Right. We could do with stopping our atmosphere going out here again then. Obsidian. Please build this. Stop venting our atmosphere to space. The difference in thermal conductivity between iron and copper is fairly small. Lead is the only common refined metal that's not worth using for thermal properties. No, it's certainly not any problem that I have with iron's thermal properties. It's just that I wish to make it all into steel. That is my only thing there. I just want to make it all steel, so it doesn't get used for anything else. Speaking of, right. Yes. Actually, let's cancel both of those. Except that most of my saves won't last long enough to truly turn all my iron into steel. Oh, I have done it on many occasions. That is definitely something that I have succeeded in many, many times. You know what? Let's do it that way instead. And then you can come out here. Well, no, I've changed my mind again. Let's think about this clearly. If we actually do a thing that I never normally do and leave some better gaps in between them, is there a good way to do this? That way, probably. There we go. As they come out into the world, we might be better served to get things in between them when we need to. Eternal Grudge, welcome in. It is lovely to see you. I hope you're having a good day. The ones that do last long enough on the DLC means I get to the planet that is guaranteed to have like 5 iron volcanoes. I mean, I suppose that is fair. I think I've got to that planet once. I don't think I've ever bothered to tame the iron volcanoes. I think I have got there once. Though I wouldn't necessarily swear to that, to be honest. Right. Is this going to make it a problem to vent as we attempt to stabilize this? We might need to put a, Oh man, my brain is not functioning today. We may need to put a tank in. What I might wind up doing is building the little sort of overflowy section. So if we were to do like, that one winds up a little bit too far back, but it's not necessarily the end of the world. And then we could have like the battery and the thing up there. That might be a good way of doing it. Hang on though, because we will want the overflow to come from this side, so I'll want it to go like this. Which means we might want to move these up. Right, hydrogen generators. So I'd have like 2 here. No, we can't have them there. It's underneath the sodding thing, isn't it? Stop this. There's clearly a saltwater geyser there that is going to be getting in the way of that. And potentially flooding it on the regular. Which is perhaps not what we want to happen. Speaking of which, we might want to dig this out fairly shortly. Because this is just gonna... I think I'm just gonna use this as the catching point for it to begin with. I don't think I'm gonna do anything particularly clever. Which probably means, actually, that what we are gonna do is we'll have the bit where we get rid of the additional hydrogen behind. And it'll probably go here. Hello. And then that can come through like that. And then on the thing underneath, we will have a gas reservoir. Yes, probably there. I mean, we could even have it here. And a battery. Battery. Do I have enough lead for this automation wire? I definitely do. Excellent. Right, we do need a desalinator as well. Oh, we'll just put that down here. Where is the desalinator? So I have a question, chat. Refinement. You know how we dump the desalinator in the water so that it doesn't overheat? This is hot water. If I make it out of gold amalgam and then pour 95 degrees C water on it, will it still prevent it from overheating? Because it won't get hotter than 95 degrees C. What do you think? That'll work. Excellent. Alright then, we'll do that then. We'll dump that down there. At least we won't need a tepodizer today. It's worth a try. We found a vacillator. We still haven't found the teleporter though. Where the hell is the teleporter? Do you know what? We're going to do another thing, which is we're also going to go up as well as down in a desperate hunt for a teleporter. There's got to be one around here somewhere. What have we got down here? We've got a sea biome, ocean biome, that's fine. We can... The only thing I don't build out of gold amalgam are the aquatuner and the thermoregulator. The thermal conductivity of gold amalgam are too low for them. Fair. They can be self-cooled even outside the water. The clean outflowing water can be used as coolant. Oh, Koopy, that's a really interesting idea. I've certainly never tried it. I'm fairly certain I've never tried it. But it is a cool idea. But yeah, I used to have endless problems with my desalinators overheating. But chucking them in the water has definitely solved a lot of those problems, I am pleased to say. Did we, have we dug through any Drecos back here? No. Well, there's going to be one down there. If we can, I'd like to wrangle this one. Have I got room for it? Have I got room for it? You are 64. 12, 24, 48, 56. Yes, we can wrangle that one if we want to. Should be fine. How about smooth hatchling eggs? You still haven't had a smooth hatchling? How old are you? Oh, you're just about to have your first egg, probably. Max, why are you idle? What can I give you to do? I mean, we could do some digging in here if we wanted. I don't know how much I care about that. Right. Give me 1 second, chat. I will be right back. It does trivialise desalinating the salt slush geyser. Oh, speaking of salt slush, look, here's a thing we've forgotten to do. Let's do some mopping, dupes. Could do with some mopping here, thank you. So I have a question about that. Would it output all water through it at 40 degrees C, or only if it had desalinated it? As a rancher with Sura, I don't need one. I don't want a doctor. We're going to hold out for a little bit. I'm looking for... we are looking for some... what are the words? Ancillary staff. I want a researcher, I want a decorator, doctor, those sorts of things. No, only if it had desalinated it. Oh, only if it desalinated brine. If it desalinated salt water, it would come out the same temperature as it went in. Well, that's random. I would have to say random. Oh look, you people can get over here, so I'd like you to probably do the thing here. Right, we can speed up as well. Thank you. How are we doing with these eggs? Have we put them all in? No, it doesn't look like. We only appear to have 3 there. Somebody taking these? Got any errands? Yes. I'm concerned by the way that somebody had an errand and now no longer has an errand. Because that vaguely makes me believe, that somebody has lost a shovel leg somewhere. Which is never what I want to see. Shovels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Apparently so. Lovely. Right. Seal it up again, folks. Where are you going? I think the electrolyzer, compost pile, and a couple of generators have guaranteed temp outputs. Yeah, I think it used to be quite common, if I recall correctly. Leofar, Catalina, I think you're done. Oh no, you can have plumbing. So that you have a bit more utility. Rowan, you can have another digging hat. Steve, do you need anything? You do. You need some improved carry. Excellent. The CO2 output of natural gas generators does not have a minimum. Surely if it gets low enough, then it just, you know, the output winds up turning immediately solid. Oh, it's in the pipes though. Natural gas, yes. It would be in the pipes. No, that would be annoying. Cancel. Oh no. What's the thing I want to do? Disable harvest. Oh, actually disable harvest on all of those. Nobody can get to them. Wrangle? Oh, you're a different one. I would like you to wrangle it though. If possible. Alright, let's do some more mopping down here. We can't mop this currently. Aggravating. Whatever. Abe has a skill point. Abe, you are going to head towards suits. Lovely. Good work. There appears to be some barbecue running around here. I thought we had discussed this, duplicants. Right. There are some things that we need to sort out about this base, so that we can have proper suits in it. Proper suits are going to go in here. Or are we gonna... I don't want them all on one side, actually. Ideally. Do I? No. I mean, I can put them all on one side. And just go round. I mean, there is an argument for just having way more suit docks than we need. Yeah, I'm going to do that for now. So you can get building that sometime. But we also want suit docks over this side somewhere. And the other thing we need is services. We're going to need to build a carbon skimmer. And ideally a water sieve. We're going to need to build one of these setups in the base. Which probably means that this bathroom needs to move, frankly. And so the bathroom probably needs to go up there. Which is going to move the bedrooms up. So these three all become bedrooms. You usually add 2 more than your expected dupe count. Interesting. Alright, so here's space again. Right, dupes, I'd like you to climb all the way up to space. Then we'll have a look around and see what we can see. What about down here? You see, they're not very excited to build down here now. Now that they can go in the other direction, they just want to build in the other direction. Where is the, 1? Oh, 2, 3, that's... I thought I had 3 somewhere. I think you might... Oh, hang on. Let's have a look at the Dracos. Right, you're fine. It was a mistake to complete the Dream Machine story trait. Now I have maximum attitude popping up constantly. Well, at least yours isn't bugged so that it never pops up again after the first time. Which is, you know, the problem I have. Not on this playthrough, but it's definitely a problem I have had previously. Right, you two are going. Never mind the pips. They'll have to sort their lives out later. It's you, Pip. You'll have to sort it out later, mate. Bedroom. Frankly, this is becoming a bedroom. Building these out of granite, really? Oh, I suppose I am feeding the sandstone to these. I often don't bother since they don't have any decor anyway. Right. Where is the pump going to be? It's going to be down here somewhere, isn't it? So... this plumbing is going to be insulated. Because it's going to be hot coming in. Well, we'll put you there for now. No. Don't build that bit. I really like those camping cots. You have lab cots? I want to look at the lab cots. I still want to know how we're going to be able to get more. Where is it? It's in here. Supply closet. Buildings. Lab cots. Staycation cots. Lab cots. They don't look as comfy, that's true. I think I like the Stargazer cot. That's quite cute. Definitely like the Stargazer cot. Oh wow. I've eaten in so many restaurants with exactly these light bulbs. I don't know what that says about me. It's interesting that I got different cots from others. I think they were random, Kiweed. When you opened your reward. Oh, we need to take this out. Where can we put it? When you opened your reward from Clay, you got like a random one. So there were a few different options and people got different ones. You possibly weren't even guaranteed to get a cot. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if you were guaranteed to get a cot, because everybody seemed to get a bed, like the first time round, one of the single beds. So I wouldn't be surprised if also everybody got a cot, you know. But yeah, they were just in the little things from Clay. I'm sort of, yeah. I'm waiting with bated breath to know how we get more of these things. particularly, I would like to know if I can give them away on stream as a drop. But, also, I'd just like more of this stuff. I will live without it, but, you know. You pay for them? Is that true, Nematrak? Romnon, if you have a Clay account on the Clay forums, you can get a box off Clay, which has the stuff in it. I don't think there's a link to go to it from here. It might be on the front page where you can go to it. But, oh, check shipments. Oh, this won't work. Okay, so it launches Clay accounts, and if you have one, you can log in and get shipments. There've been like 2 rounds. Yes, they plan to have them be something you can buy, like the cosmetics for Don't Starve Together. But you also don't have to buy the cosmetics for Don't Starve Together, and you can RNG, I think, get all of them just by playing the game. Yeah, if Eternal Grudge is still here, they might well know better than me. But I'm pretty sure there aren't any that are locked to pay only. Yes, as Annabelle says. Hopefully they would also include a way to get them in-game, like they do in DST. Now we're getting on over here, you lot. Still need some some lead that nobody has fetched. Why are you so resistant to fetching the lead? It's just here. Oh, it's a bit of a way round, I guess, to fetch the lead. But I mean, you could fetch it. What if I mark this to have, no. Lead. And do a little sweep. Wonder if I can get them to bring it up. Or I might also like them to bring the uranium in, to be honest. While they're at it. They might not, because they might want to, just drop it off in here. But even that should bring it closer to people carrying it over here. With luck. Right then. I would like to create something to do with this water that isn't just going to drop it straight down here. I mean, do I care? A little bit. Is the answer. I care a little bit. How is this a grub fruit? Must be part of the thing. Because obviously there's no way it should be a grub fruit. Because there are no sweetles here to tend it. Research. There you go. Carry on with that stuff. Oh, it looks like we've pretty much run out of... Yes. Remaining polluted water. Now there's only the stuff that's coming out as we go along. I don't think they'll be able to get to any of this. We'll see. Alright. We don't seem to be doing very well with them ever bringing the copper. I suppose I'm not making any, so we're sort of reliant on this smooth hatch right now. But that's fine. Excellent. Look at you delivering lead. Amazing. That's what I was hoping to get you to do. Right, how is this in terms of errands? If I turn that right up, will someone come and start cleaning this stuff out? Because I would appreciate that. Right. Other things we'll want to think about is... Oh, well, we can just move some of this stuff around. Because once we get oxygen coming in here... Printables? Let's have a look. I haven't really got room for a Dreklet. A decorating doctor? I mean, they are unempathetic. But I think we're going to take a decorating doctor. Can do the decorating and the doctoring. Excellent. Let's take you, Ashcan. You are pretty much the person I've been looking for. You could be better, but you will certainly do. We will start you in decorating, I guess. Just so I vaguely remember who you are. Priorities. Ashcan, you are banned from doing any decorating. But you can do the doctoring. And not these things. Not that one either. Let's give you a schedule. What with you with Amari? No, let's put you here with Lindsay. There you go. Let the empathy training begin. Yeah, we'll see how they get on with that. I won't be holding my breath. Oops. Not this one. Thank you. We could just sort of put it down here. I wonder how I feel about that. I do want you to do that. I want you to build all of these. Yes, probably. I might want a bottom as well at some point. Here. Yeah, maybe ideally. Occasional Annabelle, thank you so much for converting your Prime sub into a Tier 1 sub. Thank you very much for your continued support of the channel. It is very kind and much appreciated. Enjoy your Shinebugs and your ad-free viewing. Not that I play many ads. You didn't expect that to show up. Did it not give you the option? I've just noticed the Prime was expiring soon. Fair. I'm surprised it didn't give you the option like it does with whether you want to show your more general subscription renewal thing. Right, space. The Shovel Frontier. I can hear you, Shovel. Nematrek. Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the community. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you for your support. Fire, Bad Mother Gamer, Romnom, Zothrus, and Zvelf. Welcome in. Hope you all enjoy your Shinebugs and your ad-free viewing. I always think it's funny when I say ad-free viewing because I don't really run any ads. So you just get not watch the pre-roll, which I can't turn off. Thank you so much, Nematrek. It's very generous and very much appreciated. Thank you for your support of the channel. There is a hype train close. We could have hype, which is vaguely exciting, considering I'm pretty sure last time we could have hype, the hype failed to materialize. Because they were testing out that, what's the thing? Oh, that boost train thing that they were doing a little bit ago. I don't know if they're still doing that. Has anyone been in other channels recently and seen a boost train instead? I haven't necessarily noticed recently, but possibly I've just not been in the correct channels to see it. Boost train. It's supposed to be a way that your viewers can help you appear on like the front page. I think that's the idea. And rather than just hype, which is more of a inside the channel thing, the boost is supposed to push your content higher up the listings, essentially. But I've seen them from time to time. I don't think they've ever necessarily been active on this channel, because I think they're still a thing that they're trialing, you know how they trial things all the time. There's usually lots of it. Yes. Yes. Well, probably, Annabelle. That is quite possibly the case. But it does... I guess the point is that it gives viewers more of a reason to be invested in whether the hype train happens. Because they at least can feel that the streamer gets something out of it. Whereas currently we just get some nice emotes. And to be, generally happy that our community supports us. But I tend to be like that anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I'm usually sort of pretty relaxed about the stuff that Twitch does. On the whole, most of the stuff that I've seen them trialing, I've been like, well, that's fine. Like, at the worst. Sometimes it seems quite cool, but, yeah. Definitely sort of the worst that I in general see is, well, I guess that's alright. So, of course they take a cut. That is the way that capitalism works, Nematrek, I'm afraid to say. Disappointing though that may be, unfortunately. Such is the way of things. Their info states will be selecting a large group of channels for the experiment. Thank you, Nepalines. Yeah, I don't think I got it. I remember when they started and you started seeing them on people's channels. And I think for a little while it sort of got in the way of hype trains, but I don't think that was deliberate. I suspect that was a mishap. Because certainly we had a moment where we were sort of expecting one and it didn't happen. And we think that's because of it. While it is experimental. I mean, yes, some of their experiments go on a really long time, and some of them become policy really quickly. I see you, Shovels. Let us set you to wrangle. It does mean that we don't necessarily want to break through this abyssalite just yet. We will want to, but we need to be sure we've got a good way of, one, not leaching our entire atmosphere into space, and two, keeping the shovels contained. But we would like to go up there and make a bunch of solar panels, ideally. Can we make glass? No, because we've never done the materials study. We need to set up somewhere to do materials study. That's the next thing. Let us look at a station. Could we fit it back here with a bit of work? No. Not very helpfully. From a viewer perspective, I would really like them to add some proper options to organise followed channels. Oh yes, that would be useful. Their wording sounds like hype trains are localised to the stream. If selected for boost train, your hype train pushes you up in the form of a boost train. Curious if it works out. Shovel Containment Foundation, always a yes. Yeah, I don't know, Nepalines. As I say, I haven't found on the whole the new stuff that they bring in to be detrimental, but also I haven't necessarily found much of it to be super useful to me personally. Which is not necessarily the end of the world in any sense, but is more just, you know, my experience of the thing. Right then, you lot. It's time to start digging this stuff up, mate. Are we gonna dig down here? I don't really want to loose this chlorine into the world. So we might wait a little while on that. Let's get rid of these. I think we might well bring the other side just up here. We can leave this underneath. What have we got going on? We've got a bunch of people who are idle. Why are you idle? You can't get in there. This is powered up. This is not working. So let's give you a bit more of this to do. Ooh, there's a vent and/or geyser here. Can we let's try and come down the side into this. I think there is a little bit of hydrogen there, which we can probably skip by doing this. And we could make this be here. I'm not sure that the dupes will in fact be able, let's come all the way over here in fact, will in fact be able to get all the way down here in their masks before they run out of oxygen. But we can give it a go and see how it works out for them. And if they can't make it, well, that's fine, they can do it later. I have a feeling it might make it tougher for small streamers as they don't get hype trains. No hype train and no boost train. I'm not sure that harder is genuinely a thing that it will be. I think it won't necessarily make it any easier. But, I mean, discoverability on Twitch is largely non-existent anyway. So, I am not entirely sure that we'll find that we're missing anything that we previously had, if you see what I mean. Because, yeah, discoverability doesn't seem to be a thing that anyone's terribly invested in. Which is sort of a shame, because, you know, obviously as a streamer, I'm moderately invested in some sort of discoverability. But, yeah. It's not... How long have I been building literally everything on a 9? Chat. Let's have a look. Apparently for some time. Lovely. Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think there's certainly a deal of truth in the idea that, you know, it doesn't really benefit smaller streamers in the way that it does larger streamers. But I think as a smaller streamer, I essentially just kind of throw my hands up at that and I'm like, well, yes, Twitch. If you see what I mean. I could say my builders are on Cloud9. I mean, I could do. I don't think I would, Nematrek. But I suppose I could do. We'll leave them sort themselves out for a little bit. They still haven't brought these. Oh, well, now we know why they're never bringing these. Why haven't we even got an errand here? Are you telling me I'm out of lead in some way? Because I don't think I believe that. Am I out of lead in some way? No. You see, I'm not. You are lying to me once again, game. So why isn't there an errand? You can definitely get there. I mean, leave aside that you could build it through there. Insufficient copper. I mean, that's entirely fair. See, look. See how you can get there. Oh, it's probably just that the lead is over here and there are no suits currently. I think no errand. Going to grind, mine the gap, etc. Currently working on those for myself. Trying to finish up my Steve achievements for Oni. Yes, I would like to do mine the gap and all of that. Indeed. It is going to be a moderate nightmare, I think. From what I understand. Seems like it's going to be deeply and profoundly boring to try and grind, but we shall nonetheless give it a go. It takes forever, yes. You might, that might be something that we sort of leave off from doing on stream and sort of get on with while you lot don't have to be here to watch it. You'll have GMA, okay, and others to keep you busy. Yes. I mean, that's a bit more fun to set up, because setting up, you know, well, the setting of all of them up is kind of interesting. It's that after you've got them set up and you're just grinding them that it starts to get boring. But we can give it a go. We'll see. Now. That doesn't really lead me into space in the way I was hoping, does it? Printables. I set them up and tore them right back down after. Fair. Tidying, ranching, building, digging. We'll just have some joy seeds, thanks. I would like another researcher, potentially, but apart from that, I'm not very bothered. Speaking of research... this one. Cheers. Let's give Leofar something else to do with their time. Lead suits seem like they might be entertaining, to be fair. So. No worries at all. Enjoy your lurk, Nepalinis, and thank you for stopping in. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Maybe this way would be the better way to do it. We could install a pneumatic door there. Thank you for the follow to Schmidt. Dr. Schmidt. I hope you're having a good day as well. That both Life and Arnie are treating you kindly. I realise that's quite a lot to ask. Look, no more... Stop it. Stop it. Right. Come here. You. No, right. No more building everything on a 9. It's quite enough of that. Excellent. There we go. Good. I've worked through my lime backlog from clearing out the oil biome. I can't believe you're happy about that. Always disappointed by a lime backlog. Right. Now we're getting on in here. Slowly, slowly. It looks like we've moved most of the ice. There's some odds and bits here. Let's have a look at priorities a second. What are these on? They're just on a 5. Let's sweep it a 5. Again, in here. And... we will... I'm just going to set one of these up, like, over here, and we're just going to chuck the other stuff down here, whatever. out the way and not worry about it. Because sometimes there is not any point to getting upset about stuff. How are we doing it, dupes? Slowly. Slowly is how we're doing. How are we doing for algae? Because we might... Yes, that's how we're doing for algae. Not amazingly. So we could do with getting this going. When are you coming back? Not necessarily especially soon, either. That's what I've got to say there. We could do with some other ways to make some oxygen in the meantime. I mean, there is this. I assume that a deodorizer is not, in fact, an industrial machinery. No. So we could sort of do a thing where we... What if... we sort of did this? We could put, mesh tiles here, airflow on top, and stick some deodorizers down here. And then we could use some of this polluted oxygen, which has a pretty high whatsits, to oxygenate the base. It's not going to be a long-term solution, but it might be an interesting short-term solution. And sometimes interesting short-term solutions are sufficient. Hello, what's going on in here? Why are there so many eggs in here? How did you manage this? Eggs. Right, how are these fish doing? How old are you? 16. How old are you? 21. Let's murder you for a start. I have some questions as to how this happened. There we go. You're happy now anyway. Yeah, because it definitely let 2 through. See, there being 2 tiny babies isn't really a thing. But it obviously let 2 of them through when there was already 2 in here. Which is more confusing. Why the double layer? Which double layer? The mesh and then airflow? Or this one underneath? This one underneath is just to, is just so that I can currently, keep the... Don't... Pip! Get out of there! Well done. Just so I can keep the salt water in here. For now. Mesh, then airflow. Because the mesh stops the polluted oxygen drifting up in its own right. Weirdly. Because there's liquid in the tiles, so the gas can't pass through them. And then because the gas can't pass through it, but the deodorizers can pull the gas through it. That is how that works. If that makes sense. You might see it better when we do the thing. Probably quite like to... I hope this will work. I'm concerned this is going to allow the salt water to fall down. Yep, and it did. Of course it did. Right. Still a little bit of salt water here. Let's do it like that. Build that one. I mean, I also have a method for pushing this more into there. Yeah, absolutely. Then the deodorizers won't overpressurize. So it's just a little bit of a exploit, maybe? Would you say it's an exploit? I'm not sure I'd say it's an exploit. It is a usage of game mechanics in a way that may not have been intended, but if they don't like it, they would have fixed it by now. Oh, you just demolished that? I thought you'd push the salt water in. There is salt water in all of these tiles anyway, though, so it's not the end of the world. There we go. It is an exploit, absolutely. I mean, I guess, as I say, if they wanted to fix it, they could. They could just make deodorizers overpressurize or something. That would fix it. Can we mop this salt water? Huh. Excellent. Let's get on with that. How are things going over here? Slowly. So slowly. Oh, Max, why are you helping? I have to say that maybe you shouldn't be allowed to help. It's just a good exploit. Who are you to say which exploit is good or bad? Who are any of us? Not there. There you go, like this one is in fact already working. Because it is sucking this polluted oxygen out of this tile through this salt water and pushing out oxygen up here. The one who popularized this particular exploit. I mean, you were definitely the one who popularized it to me. That is certainly true. Leofar, you're all done. Lindsay, suits. Amazing. Max, to make you slightly less unuseful? Jesus. Almost as unuseful as my ability to speak. Hello, Waterfluke. Welcome in. It is good to see you. I hope that you are having a lovely day. Your Monday is treating you well. Oh, I know what's going on. It's because you don't know what the other fish are. You need to know what all the eggs are. All eggs, please. That's what's going on. There we go. There was bound to be some sort of reason. And the reason is it doesn't know what a gulpfish is. So yes, already you can see these starting to get going with their jobs. Which is pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we sort of need to get in here. That might involve a bunch of corner building. Or I could just let the chlorine out. Should we just let the chlorine out? Yeah, let's just let the chlorine out. Who even cares? Nobody cares. We'll let the chlorine out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want to put the bottom there? Maybe I do. Why not? Can you deconstruct these? 2, 3. Oops. Cancel. I just realised I forgot to turn radiation difficulty to max. Just feels like it's trivial in normal difficulty. I think it is a little bit trivial in normal difficulty often. Safe space. Avoid any duplicate deaths for 100 consecutive cycles. I don't know why it believes that a duplicate died on cycle 22, because that didn't happen. But for whatever reason, it does believe it. Doesn't one of these do duplicates? Can I look at this graph? 1, 2, 3. Why do you think I had 4 duplicates on cycle 2? Apparently this is the problem. Apparently it sometimes believes that you have extra duplicates for no reason. But it also did that on cycle 78. Might be Jorge? You think that it sometimes believes he exists? Also, why doesn't this one obviously it believes was a death, even though it wasn't. But this one it doesn't. Popping out of the hermit hut to mess with your achievement run? Maybe. Have a look at, if anyone is playing, have a look at your own duplicate per cycles chart and see if you can see any weirdness with it. We'll see if it's just me, or whether it's more generalized weirdness. How are we doing down here? Yeah, we're not entirely getting down. Damn it, Jorge. Yeah, I suppose Jorge is probably the most likely option. No, that doesn't make any sense, because we wouldn't have... it might be a mod I have, who knows. That's why I was interested to see if other people saw it. Because it happened on, like, cycle 2. And there's no way we would have seen Jorge at that time. Because he's down here. We wouldn't have seen him then. So yes, it might be some sort of mod. I can't really imagine which one it would be that would cause such a thing, but who knows. Certainly in no way means that it is not a thing. Right, all. Not this. Let's make you sweep only. Not liquefiables. Certainly don't bring any of these over here. Or any eggs. Thanks. But I would like you to chuck the other stuff in there out the way. Thank you. Ceiling collapse. Max, you're fine. Well, I say you're fine. You've got yourselves a bit stuck, haven't you? You might need to dig this stuff out so you can escape, but it's not the end of the world. There you go. Okay. What the hell? What is going on here? Alright, some nonsense. Also, this airflow tile is now full of liquid, which is no use to anyone. I wonder if I can build over it in a different material to make that not happen. Because that's not going to make this one work, which is no use. How are we getting on over here? Nobody's doing anything? Where is this goddamn thing? Oh, hello. Did we get all the way over there? Excellent. I would like you to fill that with salt water, probably, if we've got any. Who knows? Sort of like you to get on with that. Printables. Yeah. Paku or spiffy overalls? What do we think about it? So I build the airflow first with solid tiles and liquid on those solid tiles before I replace this. What happens to the principles you do not pick? Perhaps there's a pile of dead tubes just behind the printing pot. Maybe, Nora. I'm not sure that even clay is quite that macabre, but you never know with them, to be fair. You want overalls for the rancher, Nematrek? I mean, we have plenty of fish, so sure, we can have overalls for the rancher. Why are people stressed? Oh, they're probably getting popped eardrums all the time, aren't we? There we go. We'll let Annabelle wear the overalls. There you go. Look, success. Now I need to do it again in copper so that it matches. Because otherwise it's going to offend me. Bye, Nematrike. Have a lovely rest of your day. We will see you again soon. Annabelle, you don't need anything. You're sort of sorted. Otto, you're going to get some improved carry. It was quite the entrance today, Nora. It was good to see you. Right, this is sorted, pretty much. Let's deconstruct these two, and then we can start digging this stuff out. And deconstruct that. Right. Oh, we did this. Excellent. Well, that's fine. It's achieved what I wanted to achieve, which is drop the water below the level of this flooring. So I'm happy with that. As a thing, I would like a gas reservoir, which is another thing that I want to appear in ventilation, not in storage. I understand why it's in base, because it is a base storage building. But again, this is one of those things that offends me about the game. Yeah, I think we'll just have you here. That continually feels wrong. Right. We can't have you stick on there. What about here? I mean, kind of. Let's have a look. Let's have a little think. There'd actually be loads of reasons to try and get you to go. Yes, that's not going to work, is it? Let us not be foolish, for it will not work that way. You could be like here. We could get you to stick like there, and then we could have one here to prevent the round. I feel that I have gained a slightly better appreciation of bridges recently, and what the hell I'm supposed to be doing, particularly when attempting to make loops, which is nice. I am pleased that this is the case. Oh, I see, nobody can actually get here. That is unhelpful. I see the concern here. Who is idle? Who is high stress? Jean? Well, that's fine. Jean, do you know what? Don't come in here for a bit. Who else? Amari. Amari. Where are you, Amari? What is going on? Ashcan? What's up with you? He has slime lung? How the hell does he have slime lung? Ashcan, where the hell did you get slime lung from, mate? You're not allowed in any of the slime lung places without a mask. So how exactly did you get slime lung? Hmm? 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 How did this happen? There's no slime lung here. In any of these bits you can access. So how did you get it? I have many and varied questions. Questions will be asked. And I am determined to find out the answers. Do we have any other salt water? No, we do still have some. Lovely. Oh, let's see if we can see Annabelle in your overalls. Oh no, because you've got the suit on over your overalls. I'll just follow you for a minute, so we can see when you come back. You can see your lovely overalls. Yeah, no, it's fine. We're dealing with the stress, Annabelle. Don't worry. Don't worry. Everyone will be fine. Overalls! Look at you. Look at you. Grooming. Lovely. Right, how is this getting on? It's definitely a bit more breathable down here than it's been for a while. I'm a little anxious, but look how amazing I look. Indeed. Oh, there we go. Can we turn those on? Well, we've got enough mealwood knocking around here to feed a fairly significant amount of people. How about you? Have you still not had a thing? Do you keep having stone hatches or something? Because that's pretty annoying. What is your egg chances? You have an 85% chance of a smooth hatchling egg. I'd like you to get on with that then, matey. Also, there's some barbecue running around here. And some in here. Let's murder that as well. There we go. Amari still has high stress. We have kept you out of here right now, haven't we, Amari? Excellent. We'll leave them to reduce their stress a little bit. Very comfortable too for my long days of hugging and brushing the hatches. Indeed. That is what we like to see. Right. Here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, right. Let's go and investigate about shovels. Now, there is a thing here. Oh no, this is bricked up anyway, so they can't try and bring them this way. No worries at all. Enjoy your lurking and your laundry, Annabelle. I hope you it goes well. I don't know. I hope laundry is nice. I mean, I sometimes like to do my laundry. Mostly just in the sense that I sometimes like to have clean clothes. Doing the laundry itself is never, like, the world's most exciting occupation, I would say. Yes, algae. Alright, we're pretty much out. Well, that's not super ideal, is the answer to that. We are feeding it to the fish, which we don't really want to do. Let's stop feeding it to the fish, for one thing. and field them some mealwood instead. No more algae for you. Let us feed you mealwood seeds. We must have plenty. They say, having no idea whether we actually have any. When you find a long lost sock, that's quite exciting. Fair. Partner refers to the pairs of socks as brothers. And is always very disappointed when a sock has lost its brother. To be fair, partner does have some very great attachment to socks. I am not super attached to socks, but well, there you go. Apparently for some people socks are a very important thing. There we go. But yes, I would not say that I feel entirely the same about socks. Though I am prepared to accept that it is okay for something to be important to someone that is not important to me. Also, I don't that often find long lost socks. I have had a couple of instances recently where I found long lost pairs of pants in various suitcases that I have not used for many years. Which is always moderately surprising. I enjoy wearing socks, but I care not what socks they are. I would say that I'm about the same, yes. That probably accurately describes my interest in socks. I would prefer to have some on. Beyond that, I am pretty relaxed about them. Are you still super stressed out, Amari? You're stressed but super focused. Can you actually be those things at the same time? I didn't think it worked that way. But fair enough. Right, we can deconstruct this when somebody's got a minute. I wonder if we could, in fact, just stop producing any oxygen up here. What will happen if we disable these? Where's the other one? Here. We'll probably need to leave these ones running. There are obviously more places for us to find algae about the place. The level of sockism here, unbelievable. I mean, I'm not against socks. I just only have a vague interest in them. There is no suggestion that socks are a bad thing. Indeed, on the whole, I would say they're probably the most useful thing to put on your feet. The possible exception of shoes, but it's kind of manky to wear shoes without socks. Makes your feet sweaty. Which I am not a huge fan of. Frankly. How are you going? When are you coming back? Still not for 16 cycles. Amari, is this you? No, it's not. This is Steve. Steve's moderately miserable about the whole thing as well, but well. I'll just have to put up with it for now. I wonder how successfully we can oxygenate this with just that. I mean, probably not enough, because this is only for, whatsits. So these guys should, in fact, consume like 15 deodorizers worth, and we've only got 4. But, you know. I'm interested in the whole, endeavour, nonetheless. I mean, the other thing we could do, there would be some risks attached, but we could break the liquid lock here. There's still a fair bit of slime lung in here, though. Much as we have tried. There are definitely still pockets of slime lung around the place. Oh, what if we were to get somebody to, like, dig out like that? That should get a bunch of it into there. A water fluke, welcome in. What's it's to you also? Yes, we're definitely late getting this up and running, unfortunately, but sometimes that's the way it is. Right. Refinement. That's the thing I'm looking for. I am looking for a desalinator, which will build out of gold amalgam, and then I will press the wrong button. Because of course I will. There we go. Printables, let's have a look. I don't want any of these. Do I want a pufflet? No, I don't want a pufflet either. Though I suppose we could turn slime into algae. We could turn slime into algae. We don't get loads of algae out of it, but we do get some. Where's the slime to algae machine? What do you need? Power and slime. And you produce algae and polluted water. What if we were to sort of build one in here? Oh, I built some things to put deodorizers in here and then never put any deodorizers in here. Because, of course, why would we bother to put deodorizers in here? Nonsense. Plumbing. Liquid vent. And I am going to bring this power line in here, so I'll put a couple of deodorizers in here. If nothing else, it should encourage this to off-gas a bit more, to be honest. We'll just put them here. We won't worry about all the rest of this. Right. You are a box for slime. You need some power. Which we shall achieve like this. Wait, whatever. No. Let's not mess about. There we go. Lovely. I'll give you something to do. Keep you entertained for a little bit, duplicants. Alright, it's time where we're gonna let the chlorine out. So let's just let the chlorine out. And not worry about it. I would also like a liquid pump in gold. There we go. That liquid pump is gonna do this. Then it's gonna come out here. Go in there. Now. What have we got up here? We've got polluted ice up here, haven't we? You get out the way. We will have to have an investigate for polluted ice. And we'll chuck it all in here, I think. You You're going to get a replacement down there. And you are going to get... probably a replacement, like, here, I guess. Oh. Oh, nuts. Nuts, I say to you, chat. How are we going to power any of this? Oh, I remember how we're going to power it. We're going to power it off here, aren't we? That's the whole point. Remember? The whole point of the self-powered oxygen maker is that not only can it power itself, but it can also power its refinement machines. Hello, Autodidactic. It is lovely to see you. I hope you're having a good day. How are we getting on here? We're making some algae for us? Good. It's lovely. I mean, I suppose there's an argument that we shouldn't, in fact, be turning this into clean oxygen, but I feel we have probably entirely sufficient opportunities for off-gassing down here. And we might well need the... algae. That is the whatsits that we might need on this occasion. There's always some sort of whatsits that we need. This time it's algae. There we go. Lovely. Smooth hatch. Oh, you've had a smooth hatchling egg, finally. Amazing. How are we doing with down the hatch, in fact? Let's have a little look at our various achievements. Well, none of them are happening anytime soon, so we can ignore them. We've got 3 duplicants dressed up. We have many, many things left to tame. Super sustainable. Oh, Jesus. We've done 41,000 out of 240,000. Jesus. If we ever get the electrolyzer up, that'll help. Oh, get a room. Right. Hospital, rec room, greenhouse. Oh, we have to build a luxury barracks. Hang on, that's luxury barracks. We don't have to build a private bedroom. We only have to build a luxury barracks. Interesting. I need plastic for that, though, if I recall correctly. Oh, yeah. Pulling back the veil. How much of the map do we know about? Only 48.48. Down the hatch, 1.4 tons. That's not very much, is it? Yeah, we're not really getting anywhere with easy living right now, which is fine. We still can't find the teleporter, so we can't do any of that. How many tars have we dug? 8,308. We're getting there. I'm gonna be... Is this, like... Is 1,609... Is 1,609,000 meters... 1,000 miles? No, it's way more. It's gotta be, like... whatever. I'm trying to work why. It's called I'm Gonna Be, so I assume it's the Proclaimers song. But I'm not sure the math checks out. What else have we got? Oh, these. Never mind those. Balanced diet. We've still got quite a lot of things to do for that. We have to make mush fry at some point, which would be annoying. And that's about it. in terms of like the ones that we can check on. So on the whole, we've still got ages to go till stuff is done. Which I don't know how I feel about, but what are you gonna do? Can we do some mopping here? They don't seem to be finding time to get all the way down here and do this. It's not that far though. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to get down here and do this. Is it to do with priorities? I mean, maybe, but I think they've done all the 9 priorities. So they've got a little bit there. They've got a lot else that we're randomly building on a 9. We'll see. Oh my god, please stop. Just don't disinfect like any of this. Thanks. Not important. Waste of oxygen. Or that. What else might they want to disinfect? I suppose any of this. Just don't disinfect in here. Yeah? No disinfecting. Not important. Cheers. Right. 1,000 miles is 1,609,000 meters. There you go, Nora. I was correct. It is the Ridiculous Proclaimers song. Because why would it be anything else? Right. What is this for? Oh, I think I wanted to... Oh no, I know what I want to put in here. I wanted to put liquefiables that we can't put down there in here. So that we don't wind up with stuff here. We will also want to put a good roof on this. This is obviously fine. I mean, is that fine? I think we'll probably want this a little bit higher. Granite. So just like that, probably. So that none of this can leach down. We might put one there as well, just so we can't have it come down onto us. Because we don't want that to happen. And then we probably want to do a sweep of everything. Yes. Whatever's in here, please sort it out. I don't want it here. That would also include here. These. Excellent. Oh, we kind of need to dig this up so that we can put the insulated tile there. But that is going to be it for today, I'm afraid, everyone. It is 8 o'clock. I have heard partner arrive home. I'm going to head off to have my dinner. Thank you all very much for being here today. Thank you for the subs and the gift subs, for your company and your conversation. I will be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. GMT, that is UTC, when we will be carrying on with this. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for the support. A reminder that you can subscribe, including for free with Amazon Prime. Let us see who is streaming and whether we want to go and bother them. Who should we bother today? Well, I think we're going to bother Arisia. Why would we not? Let's go and bother Arisia. It's a good Monday thing to do. Let's start a raid. Come with me to see Arisia. Say hello for me as ever. There we are. I'll watch some more exciting Oxygen Not Included. Hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. And I hope to see you all again tomorrow. Have a good one.